Hi everyone, welcome to Kapambo Python Basic Course. In this tutorial, we are going to create a registration form using Python programming language. Yeah, many have been wondering about what content I put in YouTube. Guys, my main content here is to put programming tutorials, and I bet you to watch this tutorial up to the end, then you'll get to understand what content I put here. So please watch this tutorial up to the end so that you can know and understand what type of content I put in YouTube. Please subscribe for more tutorials. Finger to your red subscribe below this video before we proceed, and please share it with your friends. Yes, now let's go to our VS Code for coding, because we want to create a registration form using Python. Let's open our VS Code. Now we want to create a registration form using Python. So when we want to create a registration form, we first need to design a graphical user interface. So when designing graphical user interface, we use a module called tkinter. Now let's open our code editor. So yeah, with me I use VS Code editor. Open new file, name it login.py. So after you name it login.py, here is the new file. So we use a module called tkinter, and if you haven't installed tkinter, just go to the terminal, then go to here. After here in terminal, you wait. So when you want to install the tkinter module, just say pip install tkinter. So then hit enter. But with me, I don't have to install tkinter because I have it already. So I won't hit enter for installation. So I'll just go back. Let me delete that one. So since I have tkinter, I'll just say from tkinter import all. After you import all, then we say here from then root is equal to tk, like this. Then we come here, then we want to give this root its characteristic geometry. It's geometry. So root dot geometry, then say we give it some functions. Let's say height, let's give it 400, then x 500. Then I want everything in this root to be in the main loop. So root dot main loop, so everything will be in the main loop. So after writing this thing like this, so we can go ahead and save this one and see how the interface has been designed. So Control S, then run to see the interface. So let's run it and see the interface. So yeah, this is the interface. This is the interface. As you can see, this is the interface. We've created a nice interface. So we can just remove it. You can just remove that interface and go ahead to write some codes. So after designing an interface, we want to write the heading of this registration form. So we want to just say up there, we want to write its registration form. Let's say, so this is for heading. That is for heading. So when we want to write heading, we say label into root, say text. Label into root, we say text is what will appear there. Text is equal to, let's say, registration form. So that is a registration form. Then after that, we put a comma, we say font here. Let's say font is equal to Arial. Then Arial, which is, let's say 17. Let's say Arial 17 bold. Arial 17 bold. After that, we come out and say it is dot grid, and this grid will be in rows and columns. So row here, we'll say row is equal to 0. Row is equal to 0, comma, column is equal to let's say column, let's just give it column is equal to 3. So let's save this one, Control S, and try to run the project, the program. Let's save it and try to run the program and see how it will work. So as you can see here, the registration form has been placed here. So that is the code for putting the here. Let's go ahead and say we want to enter field names. So let's put this one for field. So field names. So field names there. So when you want to write field names, let's just say here in field names we need to write full name. So there in full name we say is equal to full name is equal to label is equal to label, full name is equal to label, then into root, then comma, text, full name is equal to label, root, text is equal to root, text. So text, what will appear there after you return full name, text will be is equal to full name. So just save this, Control S, and run it and see how it will work. Control S, run. So as you can see, it won't appear here because we've not placed a place where we've not packed it, and we've not placed the place where we store the variables. So as for this, let's just proceed and say, after writing full name, we write font. So there in font is equal to label into root. Duplicate this, so it's like this. After Control N, then like this, then like this, then like this. So after writing them like this, so we need to change them, just changing them like this. But so let me minimize my let me remove myself down here so that you can see the full screen, and we can see the full page without seeing my video down here. So now let's write field name for payment mode, field name for payment mode, which is equal to, let's say, label into root, text is equal to payment mode. So fill them for password, equal to password, and then field name for confirm password is equal to label into root, text is equal to confirm password. So we have written the field names. I want to package them. So let's say packaging field. So I want to package them. So here we say full name dot grid
full name dot grade into row. So the upper row we said it was 0. The upper row at the for the title we said it was 0 row. So this row we want to say it is row is equal to 1. Row is equal to 1, and column is equal to 2. So for packaging for font dot grade into row is equal to 2, and column is equal to 2. Then packaging for username dot grade username dot grade is equal to into row is equal to row A, then column is equal to 2. Gender dot grade. After writing them like this, so we need to save it, Control S, and run this one. So as you can see, we've written the places. The place names are here. You have got full name, phone, username, gender, payment mode, password, and confirm password. So I want to write a place where a user can enter the details here. So first we have to write a code for storing the data which you enter here. So we'll remove that one, and let's say a place for storing data. So variable for storing that. Yeah, we start with full name. So full name value is equal to full name is going to be stored as string variable. Is going to be stored as string variable. Then I got font value, which is also going to be stored as string variable. Then we have got username value is also going to be stored as string variable. Then we have got another username. We have got gender value. So after we've written place for storing data, we need to go to write another place for. So we're going to write a place for data entry. So a place for data entry where user can enter the data. So let's say creating entry fields. So fields that the user can enter. Creating entry fields. So here is where our user will be entering the data. So let's say full name entry is equal to entry into root, comma text is equal to full text is equal to full name value. Text is equal to full name value, which is just one word. So font entry font entry is equal to entry into bracket then root comma text is equal to font value confirm password entry, which is equal to entry into root comma text which is equal to confirm password value. So here, as you can see, we've written those things very well. So we have to do the packaging. After writing that field, we have to do the packaging field. So we need to create fields for packaging these entries. So let's say creating packaging fields. Creating packaging fields. So we need to create packaging fields. So in creating packaging fields, we just write, just come and say full name dot grid. Here in grids we say full name was at row 1. Full name was at row 1, so full name row is equal to 1. Then let's say comma column is equal to 3. Column will be constant. Then font entry dot grid ilikuwa full name entry dot grid. Then this one is font entry dot grid. So yeah, it was row is equal to 2 and column is equal to 3. Column is always 6. Column is equal to 3. Then let's say confirm password entry dot grid and say row is equal to 7, column is equal to 3. So here, so we need to save it, Control S, and run and see how it will work. So this is the entries. So full name, you can enter what you think, what you might want. You see? Password, you may enter your password. You see? So we need to write a submit button here or registration. So we want to add a button. So let's remove this one. So let's write a comment here. Creating a submit button. So when you want to create a submit button, you just say button into text. So let's just say text is equal to let's say submit text is equal to submit. Then after writing this text is equal to submit, let's say comma, we have to write another command. So command here I have to say command here we have to say command is equal to get vals. So after you've gotten vals and we close it, then we say we want to pack it. We have to package it there. We say dot grid which grade will be equal to row is 8, since this one was 7, so yeah, row is 8 and column will be just 3. So we have to save it and run it, but first, since we didn't introduce this get function, this command, we didn't introduce it, we have to go back, we have to go up and define the function. So we have to define the function get var. So yeah, we define the function. After defining the function, then the function of which we say print registration successful. After you've placed your user details, then you submit. After submitting it, the command will pop up registration successful. So this one will be displayed in the terminal. So let's save it and run the program. Let's see. So this is it. As you can see, this is it. So you can write your name here, Kapambo JR. You can write your phone number 07467889 hivyo, then angalia jina lako, username, let's write JR, gender male, then payment mode, let's say M-Pesa, then password, you say your password, you confirm your password, then submit. When you submit, it says registration successful, registration successful, submit, registration successful, submit, registration successful. So this is how we design this is how we design registration form using Python when you apply tkinter module. As well, you can apply the Flask module. So you can use Flask module to design registration form, but this one was tkinter module. So guys, if you find this my tutorial helpful, please just give me thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel, share my links to your friends so that they can have the knowledge too and subscribe to my channel too. So guys, back here, can just qualify it first. So when you are designing when you are creating a registration form using tkinter module, you say from tkinter import all, then you say root. This one here we are designing graphical user interface, the window, we are designing the window itself, the first window. Let's give first impression. So you can add many things. You can add maybe color theme, back frame, yeah, when designing the graphical user interface, the GUI itself. So this one was for designing the GUI. After designing the GUI, we go to the heading where we write heading, we use the label. So label here we say root, then that one. After that one, we go to the field names. Field names here is where how the names will appear. Packaging, this is how they will appear in that rows and columns. So after that, we go to variables, places where you can store the data, the place where you can store the variables. So here you store the data in variables. So create entry fields. Then creating entry fields, this is the field where the user mwenyewe ndio ataingiza vitu zake, details zake, jina yake, ID number yake, hizo vitu zingine za kuingiza kwa registration form when you are registering a form. So here you package the entry field very nicely when using packaging phase. Here is where you package the entry fields, where they will be aligned in rows and columns. After that one, we go to, you can create a checkbox and say remember me. You can create a combo box, you can create any box there before creating submit button. After that one, you create, but I prefer when you create a checkbox is better when you are dealing, when you are registered. So now you are dealing with the login system there. So I think I'll just develop this website. This is now a website, so I'll develop another page. This is the first page, I'll develop another page the other side, then that page I will link it with this one, then I will link another login page, then I will link the many things. So guys, please just stay tuned and follow my tutorials. You'll start learning how to create an app, how to create a simple app, how to create a simple website using Python, just like this. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe to my channel.